Howdy y'all, thank you for joining us today for this unboxing of a game I actually forgot about till it came in at the shop, but it is The Few and the Cursed, a curse chasing adventure. It is based off the comic books by, I'm not even going to try to butcher those guys' names, sorry guys, but shout out to them because hopefully this sounds like an interesting little game, so hopefully it turns out to be a good game. It does have a deck building element to it, which interests me a lot. Let's go ahead and talk about this up here because it's already right there. It says it's going to be about a 90-minute playthrough for ages 13 plus and for 1 to 4 players. But you can see it's got the same artwork probably from the comics all over the box. From what I understand, it's supposed to be, a deck building game. It is post-apocalyptic. It's saying all the water on the planet is gone for 70 years, so the oceans have dried up. And I believe you're supposed to be, seeing if it says it on here, yes, you're going through the desert of the Pacific Ocean. And you can see all the contents there. So you're basically adventuring through the desert of the Pacific Ocean 70 years after it has dried up. It's a deck building game, so I'm assuming this will be one that I should like. There's very few deck building games I've found that I just cannot bring myself to play. I am anxious for this one. Let's see what it's all about. So here we go. Right off the bat, looks like we got like a art print sheet just in it, probably from the comic. And we got a rule book, which scares off people like me, but we will see. Especially if, they got big words, lots of examples in here, artwork from the game, phases of play. I mean, I kind of like the Fallout post-apocalyptic feeling. To me, I think when I ordered this game, what was basically throwing me out and wanting me to look at it had to do with, it has nothing to do with it, but the Stephen King series, The Dark Tower, I've always been a huge fan of. So I think when I originally ordered this game, I was thinking something like that. And then, of course, it came in as something different, which is fine. But I definitely do want to play this. Matter of fact, I'll probably get it to the table immediately right after this unboxing and try to play it. Trying to see. Okay. See how it folds out here. It is a 6-segment board that folds out. So it is a huge board. You can kind of see the map a little bit. Let me see if I can just pan out on this instead of trying to show y'all in bits. Alright, so you can kind of see, sorry, I'm wide out there. It is a very narrow board, but you can see it's got a big map here, and I believe these are the, it says encounter, so I was about to say I believe these are encounter cards. Probably just learn to read. Looks like it's got a wanted area over here, and then I'm just gonna slide it over a little bit. Got some jobs, more wanted areas. Looks like it was saying store maybe. But mostly, you're going to be moving around on this map. So it is double-sided. I thought it might just be maybe it just wanted different art. But I did notice it's got these little symbols all over it. So maybe it's like a more dangerous board or harder. Because you're playing at night or you're traveling at night or adventuring at night. So maybe that's what that's all about. We shall see. Let's get back into what else is in the game. I didn't take anything else out, so let's see. Alright, we just got some multicolored chits here. Oh. Wooden chits. Bunch of those. Looks like we got some cubes here. Looks like a ton of cards in here. But yep, we got some different colored cubes, 4 of each. Got some miniatures. When I zoom in for the cards, I'll show you, give you a better look at the miniatures. We got some baggies, cards. It is a deck building game, so I'm expecting a lot of cards. Got some miniature cards. I don't know if these are for the heroes, probably, because it's in the four of the colors that I saw over there, so probably which hero is yours. A little worrisome. I don't like seeing that, but it looks like it's the same size as Chits. We got some stickers put on. Alright. Check under the insert. Nothing there. Oh my goodness. Alright, I kind of skipped over these as I pulled them out of the thing there. It looks like the player boards, if I can get them out, does look like they got little segments in them where you would put your cards down in there. Probably where your cubes go. So I'm assuming 1, 2, 3 spots. There were 4 cubes. Oh, victory point track. Makes sense. Yep, we got Annabelle here. Tells you put your deck there, discard there. Probably what you have, jobs completed, whatnot. Back don't show anything. These do look slightly different as far as stats wise. I don't know if I can get it next to each other. So you can see 4, 5, 3, 2. So the characters are different. We got Jebediah here. Yeah, I'm not trying to say Maecenas, and Redhead. So there's 4 characters. So we take a look at the miniatures. It's not a lot of them, but we got some here. Probably be hard to make out. It's kind of a coiled worm. Got crazy looking shaman. I don't know if I can really get the detail in there, but it's a pretty detailed little miniature. You paint these. Looks like we got a bird or Birdman of some sort. And some type of lich looking ghoul thing. And then it looks like 4, it's probably the characters. Looks like that might be a Maecenas dude. This looks like probably the redhead, because that's the one I've been seeing on the cover. I think it was said Jebediah? I think it's a Jebediah. Maybe we're going off my memory. Yeah. And I'm assuming Annabelle or the redhead, and the other one was Annabelle. So some nice miniatures. Alright, the first bout of cards we're going to talk about are going to be the small cards. And we're going to take a look at those cards here real fast. And then we'll get into the actual ones that compromise your deck, I'm assuming. But, yep. Got the farmhand. I'm assuming these are just people that can help you out and they go on the bottom, or allies. We got the post officer. We got the tour guide. Bodyguard. Apprentice. Con man. Oh. Cursed Crow. Gunslinger. We got the Rifleman, Executioner. So you can see, I'm assuming these are allies, people you can bring along with you in the adventure, or camp in the canyon. So, I might be wrong. I'm not sure what these are. That was just kind of a guess. They look like they have all the same backs, so yeah. These look like they got different backs, so let's see what they are. And these should be the same mini sleeves that I showed you before. Yep, and they all got the same backs. But these look like maybe horses, Winchester boots. Who doesn't need boots? A red potion, torch. So yeah, these look like items basically that you will find along the way or get. Ooh, a Gatling gun. Colt Walker, revolver, Soul of the Mojave, a belt, harmonica, and jacket. All right. So yeah, these look like equipment cards. All right. And so for these, you're going to want to just look for standard Magic and Pokemon size sleeves. The size you're looking for, 88 by 63. I like these Dragon Shield non-glares just because it lets me put them to where I can see the back of the cards on the board game. You are going to need 210 of these sleeves. So if you go Dragon Shield, you're going to need to get 3 boxes. Or if you go with some of the other brands, just make sure you get 210. That's what you're going to need for the big sleeves. But it does look like some of these cards may be double-sided. So the clear ones might be the way to go. Or we'll see if we could do a quick count on how many are double-sided so you can make sure that you only have the ones for the double-sided. But, all right. So these are going to be the cards that are just going to end up in your deck, I'm assuming. They all have the same back, so that's typically what they tend to mean when they do that. So this, like I said, it is a deck building game. So it's going to be all about, this is probably the starting stuff, because all of these cards seem to be about the same. But yeah, so a lot of these are just going to be cards. Now, one thing I saw that I found interesting about this game whenever I was looking at it is it seems like there may be ways to buy some of these cards, but it seems like what really happens is at the beginning of each turn, you're just going to get to look at the top 2 cards of a deck, and you get to pick which ones to add to your deck. And so your deck's slowly going to get better. Now that's coming off of what I saw. Okay, so yeah, I definitely did these in the right order. That's coming off of what I saw when they were talking about this game. Whether that's what still stayed that way or not, we will see. But like I said, that sounds interesting to me because it's a little bit interesting, different way of doing the deck builder instead of just the same old of, oh, let me go buy some cards now type thing. And having them all dished out. So, like I said, and you can see it's the same, looks like the same artwork, I'm assuming, from the comic book. These all say Redhead on them. So these are probably going to be each person's starting decks. Oh, I guess I can show you. Because these all say Redhead on them. And then, yep, these all say Jebediah. So these are probably your starting cards. And it's kind of cool that they make them all look different. The other thing will be Annabelle, Resourceful, is whether Boomerang, Scavenge, is whether they're all uniquely different or if they're just differently named. But I mean, that's still kind of cool in a lot of ways. All right. Well, that's all those. These look like they might be double-sided, but we'll see if there's more cards inside of there. Okay, there's definitely some different backs. We got some purples, got some blues, got some black or gray, however you want to look at that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then of course I was like, well, 210, it'd be nice if only 10 of them are double-sided, but we got some double-sided cards here, and I'll go to the other sides. But they are different backed. Passive, penalty. So you will have to have these probably double-sided or in a clear sleeve if you are sleeving them. And it is 8 of them. Everything else does look like they have different backs. We'll go through these black backed ones first. So these look like the bad guys, probably what's going to go in the wanted areas. And things that you can go attack because it's got rewards there. Where it looks like you get water. And probably water and victory points, I'm assuming. These are the encounter cards. How about I not show them like that? These are the encounter cards. So you would flip one of these over, and depending on what you're in, would be the encounter that you're going to hit. So you can see there's a ton of little small, well, I'll say a ton. There's a good group of about 30 different encounters. Or maybe these are the encounters. Because they are sideways too. Oh, sorry, they're going all over the place. I'll clean it up afterwards. But yep, you can kind of see. But yep, looks cool. Since I have it out, we'll probably try to get it played and see if I can film it. All right, thank you for joining us and have a great day.